Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, beautiful Linda.
Hello.
Hello, my love. Hey, welcome. If you're jumping on live, please leave a comment and let us know you're here. We cannot see who's watching, so we need you to tell us so we can blast you with some love and affection and appreciation for being here. If you're new, welcome to the Bhava Spiritual Mission weekly broadcast. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. We have our beautiful Bhava Babe and mission leader, Lynda Mullen, who is jumping on to do a duo with me today. This makes me really, really happy. I'm so grateful that you are here, honey. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So, what are we doing today? So, today we're going to start off with a grounding meditation and we're going to go into prayer and healing to really put our energy out into the world. After that, we're going to have a discussion today. And if you're listening, you're viewing in live, or if you're catching the replay, please hit #replay, leave that comment so I know you were here and I can give you some good juju, even after the fact. We're going to talk about healing. Real, deep, yummy, life-changing healing. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before that, we're going to get our energy right. So once again, if you're joining live, go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know that you are here. We got our beautiful Brenda. Hello, darling. Nice to see you, sweetheart. And if you're watching the replay, hit comment #replay. Or, whatever you want, leave an emoji, what form of love you want to give so that we know you're here. So let's start off with our grounding meditation today. If you're watching, if you're able to, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to take 3 long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Coming completely to the present moment. Landing fully in your body. And feel all of your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy at the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra. And exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Great connection, all source energy, for bringing us together today. Thank you for connecting us from all 4 corners of the world to unite as one energy, one momentum, living in partnership with Spirit. Please help us stay open today to the messages from Divine Spirit, to direction and guidance and healing. Help us expand our frequency, step forward into our week, living beautifully in line with source energy, connected to Divine Spirit, and uplifting everyone who we meet with our love, our authenticity, and our light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So at this time, I love to have you share your prayers. If you're watching live or on the replay, share. Leave a comment. Who are you praying for? What are you praying for? Prayer is so powerful in this new earth energy. We speak things into existence. Prayer anchors it and makes it a physical thing. So if you have things rattling around in your head, if you have worries, if you have fears, if you have well wishes, compassion, whatever is on your heart, drop it deep and share it with us so that we can bring those up and boost those prayers with our own prayer and our own push healing, energy healing. I am so grateful for this. Hello, beautiful Ashley. I'm so glad to see you. Ashley is one of our Bhava babes. She is going to be joining our certification program starting this summer. She's actually continuing her education. She's been part of Bhava for a while and she's wrapping up her education and getting her certification. So I'm thrilled that you're on here on the lives. Hi, sweetie. Nice to see you. All right. Here we are. Oh, here's beautiful Ashley. Okay. Ashley says, I pray for each of us to go into this month feeling loved and protected, right? Let's go ahead and all of us just affirm this prayer for Ashley. This is just beautiful. Let's surround yourself, surround your home, surround your community, surround your city, surround the world in white hot light of divine spirit. Let each person be touched by God consciousness and move out into the world, into this week, into this month, shining light in happiness, in well-being, in optimism. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's gorgeous. Hello, beautiful Yvonne, one of our leadership team. Hi, darling. Praying for some relief. The body is hurting. Oh, my sweet love. Let's go ahead and send Yvonne as much energy and healing and prayer as we can muster. See this beautiful human surrounded in white hot light of divine spirit and divine healing. Help carry her through this difficult period and help drop her gently into well-being, into peace, into comfort, sending this energy, surrounding beautiful Yvonne with this energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining, beautiful Yvonne. We got you, my sweet. All right. You got any prayers, Linda?
Not today.
Okay. We put you on the spot. It's a good day, right? Like, no, good today.
Well, today's good.
Well, I am really just want to express so much gratitude for everybody who's joining the live stream and who's able to catch us on the replay. I know this isn't the best time for everybody in the world, but that's okay. We do our best.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Linda, for jumping on. And particularly thanks to our Bhava babes who are coming on to support our beautiful Yvonne and our beautiful Ashley. And if you're learning more about me and the Bhava Spiritual Mission and our beautiful Linda, welcome. We are a digital church. We are here to help you move from fear to love, to live in partnership with spirit. That is what we are about. And we do that a number of different ways. One of which is this live stream that we do every week. Normally it's just me up here pantomiming, but today we are grounded in with our beautiful Linda. Folks, can you just tap in and feel Linda's grounded energy? No, it's like, oh, it's so good. I'm actually looking at a big painting of a tree. It's like gold and green. And it's like kind of perfect because you're here and it's like the same energy. It's great. I would show, but it's like I'm not able to.
I have a tree behind me.
Ooh, oh, that's nice. Long one. Oh, I like that painting. Yeah. I'm a fan of trees. I'm a tree hugger, tree hugging hippie.
Yep.
True story. Yeah. So the Bhava Spiritual Mission, yeah, we go live. And then we also are launching our updated Bhava Certification Program.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's very exciting because, you know, Bhava has been in business, so to speak, since 2017. And Linda has been there for a lot of that. At least half of the time that we've been in operation.
2019, I think.
Okay, so you came in
was
just
when I first
after.
joined, but I've been sort of following since fairly early on, I guess. Then
yeah. So the program that we're referring to has gone through a lot of a number of iterations. Like we tried a lot of things on, and then last year we were like. Actually, I was like, hang on. I don't know what we're doing. And everyone's like, yeah, me neither. Cool. So we put a pin in it and we each went and like figured our shit out. And I feel like for me personally, I did so much growing up this year. And I came back like, okay, I get it now. Like I feel like I can be an adult and run Bhava. And I feel like everybody had their own kind of version of that breakthrough. So the leadership came together. Yeah. Me and beautiful Linda and Yvonne is on the leadership team, and we have several others who are part of it as well. And we are just coming together to take the best of all the experimentation that we've done within the Bhava community and in our own lives, our own personal integration, and create something fan-freaking-tastic to offer for people who are looking to really cement in their psychic gifts, their healing gifts, their spiritual path, and how they are meant to be of service to the world. It's powerful. So if you want to know more about that, we have a free event coming up July. Hang on. When the hell did I schedule it for? I've literally just scheduled it today. I'm doing so good here. July 6th. Thursday, July 6th. Awesome. RSVP for that free event. We'll talk to you about Bhava, but you'll get to meet the leadership team. And then we also do really cool shit like channel for people on there. So you definitely want to come if you have any interest in Bhava at all. Come and check it out. And then, yeah, so those are the ways that we do the work that we do. Do you have anything to add to that, Linda? Any perspective that I missed?
No, I think you really covered it. It's really exciting, this new reiteration of the original, or at least I was exposed to originally.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Awesome. Yeah, I am too. I keep having Blues Brothers all the time in my head. Getting the band together. We're on a mission from God. It's just like, I feel like we need a Blues Brothers, like, I don't know, something. And it's pretty funny when I picked up my kid from California. We're in Nashville now, bombing around. And like, he started talking about, it's like, it's a really cool movie, The Blues Brothers. Get the band back together. I'm like, yes! Like, this is it, my love. It's like so good. So yeah, anyway, having tons of fun. But one of the things that we're going to talk about, the Bhava Babes some of the Bhava Babes are willing to come on and share in this broadcast with me, to share like your experience and your gifts. And I really get excited about featuring you and showing you to the world. That makes me really happy. And we talk about some of the things that we work on in Bhava. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that Linda and I discussed that was really powerful, particularly with me and you, babe, is soulmatic renewal. Soulmatic renewal, you could call it like a form of shadow work, but it's so freaking efficient and fast. Like when you hear about shadow work, a lot of us go, oh God, sounds like you're just going to be swimming around in a hot mess, right? Mm-hmm. And like, there's a time and a place for that. But soulmatic renewal is this modality that we teach in Bhava that clears out years of bullshit and stuck energy and eradicates self-sabotaging behaviors and unhelpful patterns. It shifts your life in a really powerful way. And it is not necessary to swim in the story, to go do a deep dive into one's trauma. Even if you have real trauma, it's a somatic therapy. It's really good for like PTSD and, really difficult childhood experiences, things that we carry and we think we can never get rid of. You can with soulmatic renewal. You can.
Yeah, that was the exciting part to me, was the fact that I didn't need to know where it came from. Yeah. Because a lot of the trauma that I think I've dealt with throughout my life, it was really hard to pinpoint those things. So a lot of modalities, you had to know where it is and what, to get to the root of the problem, right? Whereas soulmatic renewal, we didn't need that. It was just a matter of you doing the exercise and just going into it and being able to just let it go.
Yeah, you just
maybe not on the first round.
Maybe not. Sometimes though.
sometimes definitely. Sometimes for sure. But sometimes it took a couple of times. But you know what? Even the second time around, if you had to do it a second time, you wouldn't need to go as deep,
No, it's true.
It was.
I just always have this visual with soulmatic renewal of peeling. So here's how it works. Here's essentially the technique. And you can do this on your own. It's when you get into some sticky stuff, it's very, very helpful to have a guide or have a coach.
Absolutely.
But here's how you do soulmatic renewal. You take what's in front of you, like what's top of mind, what's pissing you off, what's triggering you, what are you avoiding, right? What's the thing that's got you spinning? Okay, I call this the story, but really what it is the mental interpretation of what's happening, right? So when this happens, like somebody leaves a nasty comment on one of your posts, and you just like that, like you feel misunderstood. You start
Yes.
spinning. You want to go in. You want to become a keyboard warrior. Da 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 da. Or you're in a conversation with a friend and they make an offhanded remark about something that's a sore spot for you. They may or may not know they did it, but suddenly you're leaving that conversation spinning and deciding whether you want to keep that friendship or you want to burn it to the ground, right? But it's just a little thing. And a part of you knows that you're really having a big response to a little thing. Like,
Yes.
when you're triggered. The mind and the ego wants to come in and justify it. Oh, it wants to justify it. It wants to clamp onto that mental understanding of the story, right?
Yep.
So it'll clamp onto it. So the first step in soulmatic renewal is to just get honest enough to be like, that's a story. And here's the thing about the mental understanding of the story. It's usually at least partially true. It's often, though, not totally true.
No.
It's
And it's
just
typically not that issue that's really bothering you. It's something deeper than that. It's not
yeah,
typically that offhanded remark or whatever, because
totally.
to anybody that might not have that same trauma, it would just be, yeah, whatever. It's just an offhanded comment somebody made. It's not a big deal.
Right. I mean, like there are things that don't bother you that really, really bother
Absolutely.
other people. And it's like, oh, what's the matter with you? But that
Yeah.
trigger, man. And I love that you just said, like, it's not really about the thing. Like the trigger is the gift that is tickling the stuck energy in the body.
Yeah.
Right. That's what's causing the stuck energy is simply unexpressed emotions. It's when we stuff our feelings or run from our feelings, kick our feelings, light them on fire, whatever we have to do to get away from our feelings, because nobody teaches us how to just feel our damn feelings. Right.
Yes.
And Linda, we haven't gone into like your background very much, but if I can talk about you a little bit and just share a little bit about my observations, like what's powerful about this is like you're adopted, right?
Yes.
So that's a big deal. That's
Yes.
pre-memory trauma.
Yep.
How are you supposed to dig into that from a mental space? And yet that what I would imagine, what I feel is like that energy, that emotion of abandonment is in the body.
Mhm.
Like that's the premise here. It's in your body. It's energy in your body,
Yeah.
right? The energy of the emotional experience of fear, of alone, of these kind of things that I can only imagine a
Yeah.
newborn Linda would have experienced having been removed from the caregiver, which is a biological instinctual understanding, right? Like you were
Yeah.
removed from your instinctual, ooh, right.
It comes across to me as anything that it's typically betrayal that I see.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so if there's something that comes up and somebody's just slighted me or,
That's your trigger.
me in some way, it comes across to me as betrayal.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah.
and that's the worst thing you could possibly do to me. Like that's just,
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
betrayal is just another version of abandonment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what your trigger is. So here's the deal. When we're triggered, that's a gift because it is revealing for us where we have stuck energy, right? And when we have stuck energy, what that results in is self-sabotage, unhelpful patterns, things like I always attract the same kind of relationship. Things
Right.
like I always end up in the same kind of job. I always end up in the same financial situation. I can't get, all of this is because really, essentially, we didn't feel our feelings. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's radically simple. So you take this here. So back to how to do soulmatic renewal. You take this story, and I call it putting it on the shelf, which means like you can tell your ego, which isn't going to want to let it go. You can tell your ego, we'll take it down later. You totally can. In fact, we are going to take it down later, right? You put it on the shelf. And then we ask you to make it physical. Where do you physically feel this in your body? So if you're watching live or on the replay, you can do this with us right now. We don't have to go through the whole process, but it'll give you a sense of how to do it. Like, what's the thing spinning on your mind? And if you want to leave a comment and let us know, do that, like out yourself, right? Because one of the things that the ego hangs on to is secrecy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like in Bhava, we're always telling on ourselves. We're always like, we have an ego storm, and it happens. Every single one of us in Bhava has been like, oh, my ego's at it. Wow. Or like, I'm offended, or like, this is like, and we just
Mhm.
out ourselves and it just takes so much of the charge out. So out yourself, leave a comment. There's no shame.
Well, even
Okay.
just taking that story and putting it on the shelf, that exercise of just saying, okay, well, this is the story that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to put it up here for now. There's this huge sense of just relief, just doing that exercise.
Totally. And I love making it physical and bringing it to the body, which is the
Absolutely.
next step. So you take the story, okay, here's the understanding. Now we're going to put it on the shelf. And then where do you physically feel it in your body? That's physically where the energy is stuck in your body. But this time we're just going to go physical. So like when you feel that betrayal, like when you feel that trigger, where do you typically feel that in your body, Linda?
It's typically in my throat and in my chest, depending on
Yeah.
what's, triggering me. But yeah,
Right. What
those
kind
are
of
the two,
betrayal?
those are my two places. But
Yeah.
right now I can feel it in my throat.
Yeah. One of mine is rejection. Any
Mm.
like little rejection, I get like it depending on how I'm doing, so I've done enough where it's like, okay, a lot of times it's like, all right, we ride this way, but every so often it'll still bite me because there's just
Oh
some
yeah.
energy there, and I feel it first. I think I'm feeling it in my heart, but I'm actually feeling it in my throat and my power center, my stomach right there. So that's typically where I feel it, right? So when you identify it in your body, you just close your eyes and you take a breath and you just get present with the physical sensation in your body. And you just get really granular with it. What does it feel like? Does it feel tight, constricted, heavy, dense, nausea? Ooh, just feel it. Just feel it. And then what you do is you go through a process of sinking down into that physical sensation, like you're dropping into it all the way to the bottom. Just going deeper and deeper and deeper until you hit the bottom. And when you peel that back, you find an emotion under it. And when you find that emotion, you just feel that emotion. The story sits on the shelf, you just feel the emotion. And then you drop a little deeper and you peel it back and you feel another emotion. And the process is really simple. You go through the emotional layers until you don't feel any more emotions, not even good emotions. And then this incredible thing happens. It's like it was never there. It's gone. You forget about it. Can you describe that, Linda?
So I've done it for things that have been going on in my life. So things that weren't actually immediate. They were just stuff that had happened. And then when we got into class or, into one-on-one or whatever, we would talk about it and then we would go through the process.
Yeah.
And I found that I got myself into a situation at work where I have a colleague who constantly changes meeting times. And it used to drive me crazy. And it's something that happened all the time. We were all aware of it. We were all used to it, but it just was driving me crazy this one particular day. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. Right.
Yeah.
So I went through the process. So they're sitting at my desk and doing it right there on the spot. It never bothered me again.
Oh my God.
So whenever
this
it
is
happened,
huge.
yeah. So whenever it happened, it was like, yeah, whatever. It's just, it is what it is, right?
Like it ain't about you, it ain't about me,
I
right?
can't
Whatever.
do anything, right? This is how this person schedules their life, right? It's got
And
nothing to do with me.
anybody who has had an aggravating boss, which is everybody, is going to so appreciate that.
Yeah. So it was just doing that. I mean, there were times where, yeah, it did trigger me a little bit, but it never got as bad as it had in the past. And it was just like, holy crap, like all this energy that went into this for so many years. Now all of a sudden I just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, Ashley gets it. She's like, that is a big deal. You saved you so much stress. No, she's not wrong. So much stress. We spend so much time at work and with bosses. Yeah.
Exactly. So I found that doing it right there in that moment was so much more impactful than doing it just just doing it in class or doing, you know what I mean? Or
yes.
So I just found that doing it on the spot was so much more impactful.
It's best. Yeah.
It is.
And that's why we use what comes up for us. So this is a really good example of the coworker or boss or whoever that was who kept changing meeting times. You were triggered. Okay. It was a trigger, but the trigger had nothing to do with the feelings that were coming up. which is why the trigger went away when you felt the feelings and cleared the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some things that I noticed after doing, soulmatic renewal for several years is I will notice that things will go away that I didn't even like work on, that didn't come up for me. So you're clearing stuff that you don't even know that you don't know you're clearing. Like, for example, the big thing is like, I really used to care a lot. I used to kind of think a lot about what people thought about me and the impression I left on people,
Right.
especially when I was like working groups and going live and meeting people. Like, I didn't even realize how much I was thinking about that. And I had just been doing soulmatic renewal about whatever was coming up. And that particular thing didn't really come up. And then I was on a walk one day and I stopped dead in my tracks. And I was like, I don't care what people think about me. And what was powerful about that, or what was really interesting about that, is it was so out of my out of my experience that I didn't even register that it had that I didn't even register that it wasn't there, because it wasn't there. It was like, it's a nothingness that is hard to describe. When we do soulmatic renewal, a lot of times when I coach people through this for the first time, they get to a place where they feel better. Maybe they feel relief, or they feel just, and then they think, okay, we're done. I go, oh no, go deeper. And they're like, really? Yeah. And then they get to that nothing place where soulmatic renewal takes you to, where it's so completely cleared. It's like, it's a void. It's amazing. And that void can then fill up with such good stuff. You can then let in what it is you really want, what you want to manifest, the life that you want to experience. You can't do that if you're carrying around a bunch of old experiences that are not relevant anymore. You got to just let yourself have it and move on.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So what does your life look like now since embarking on this work versus what it did when you started? Look and feel and taste. Hey, Kelsey. Kelsey's here.
Hi, Kelsey. Well, I got married. I had been without a relationship for probably 12, maybe even close to 15 years.
Wow.
I had dated and stuff like that, but nothing significant. And then, I got married. What else? Well, my job has changed. There's lots of things. I've let go of a lot of friends. I'm finding that my husband's life is changing too. Like the transition that I've gone through, he's starting to realize that, there's people in his life that maybe shouldn't be there, or he should spend less time with them, or he's not as tolerant of the things that he might have been tolerant of in the past, then whether it's the way they treat him, whether it's just the way they treat themselves, it's various things. It's interesting to watch, and I've watched my son do this amazing transformation. He's went through a really tough time, and this work really helped me guide him through that. It's not his thing, and that's fine. But I was able to use the tools for myself and just talk him through things, if that's all it's like, sometimes that's all he needed. But it was really, So, and not just him, just other friends, and stuff like that. It's been really interesting to see who has come into my life and who has left my life.
No, so true. Yeah. That's something that is, maybe we don't talk about enough, is like when we do our healing work, our spiritual work, our shadow work, it's a profoundly positive impact on our own lives.
Yes.
But the people around us who are in our energetic sphere or part of our DNA stream, they make shifts too. Just by osmosis. They feel better. They're happier. They make better decisions for themselves. I see it in my own life and family as well. It's mind-blowing. And if they're not in the thick of it, with the focused attention that you have on it, it's not going to be to the same degree generally. But it's pretty cool to see it just happen just because you're doing it. I mean, we are a powerful force in the lives of the people that we love.
Yep.
Powerful.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's been interesting to watch it, the transitions and the the just coming into their own and stuff like that, all the people around me.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cool.
And I like when you talked about like being able to sort of like use the tools with your son, even though it's not his bag. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have suspicions about what that's going to look like in the future.
Well,
But
we're not the only ones, but anyway.
But I do that too in my life as well. I mean, nobody in my family wants me to come up to them and be like, all right, let me tell you how to da 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 da. Like nobody wants to hear that. Like I'm not Bhava Ingrid to anybody in my family. But if the opportunity arises and the energy is right, it becomes really easy to guide other people through some of their own stuff when they're open to it. And that's something that I am passionate about at the Bhava Spiritual Mission, is we don't create followers, we create leaders. We want to teach people how to do incredible work for others, spiritual work for others. That could look like so many different things.
Absolutely.
But that's something that I found Soulmatic Renewal helped me get so much better at, because I got rid of my own shit. And also, when you're getting rid of your own stuff, guess what you don't do as much of? Projecting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Life is so much more peaceful.
So much more peaceful.
It really is. It's just, it's just so much more peaceful than it used to be. There's not the stress. I used to suffer from migraines regularly. I may have one every now and again. If there's
Really?
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
realize that their frequency had dropped so much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
can count on one
great.
hand how many I've had this year. Like, it's
Wow.
really incredible to
What do you intuitively feel like was causing that?
I think, honestly, I was trying to fit myself into other people's ideals of who I should be. Being that people pleaser and, trying to do what everybody else wanted or thought I should be doing.
Yeah.
And so now I'm doing this. You like it or don't, I don't care.
So that whole not giving a flying what other people think about you is the best thing ever. Yeah. Like that, if I got nothing else out of my soulmatic renewal work, that right there.
And my relationships that I have are so much more richer than they used to be.
Yeah.
Just the people that are surrounding me, that they're just so much. Yeah, the relationships are just better. They're deeper. They're more. Not this shallow stuff that happens. We're really getting deep into stuff, and it's natural. It's not forced. It's
not weird.
No, and they're genuine friendships, and it's been really great.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Something we talk about right at the beginning of our Bhava course is our frequency. The module is called Frustration to Frequency, right?
Yeah.
And it talks about all the different areas of our life where our frequency can become drained, where like we can get like a frequency suck, an energy suck. And when you expand your frequency, you become like this incredibly sensitive antenna to spirit and to synchronicities and to everything that you need in your life. But when your frequency is contracted because of various activities or non-activities, then it's hard to hear spirit. It's hard to connect with your inner knowing. It just is. And one of the areas that we talk about with frequency is relationships, which is just a really deep topic in and of itself. But when you expand your frequency through soulmatic renewal work, through shadow work, through meditation, there's lots of different doorways to get into the command center and turn that up, right? Turn that frequency up. When you do that, your relationships become amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. And it's effortless. The toxicity will fall away.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was my line of thought. Yeah. I got all distracted by this incredible visual I got with like the command center for your frequency. I was like, oh, that's really cool. What was I talking about? Frequency, turn it up. But yeah, that's one. Yes. What else, Lynda?
What else?
I know, right? Really nice
Yeah.
open-ended, I don't hear a question for you. Yeah, I know. If we
Well,
have any questions from listeners too about soulmatic renewal, frequency, Bhava, whatever we're talking about, please leave them in the comments. We will be so happy to answer your questions
mhm.
for you. I interrupted you. I'm sorry, Linda.
No, that's okay. No, I just I've with various situations throughout the last couple of years I've been put into, some of them have been very, very stressful, and I've just learned just to trust in that spirit's going to guide me through whatever I need to. And
Mhm.
that's thanks to Bhava, because so much of, between your guidance and the mentors, it's been really, I've learned to ask for help when I needed it,
Yeah.
instead of just trying to suffer through. And sometimes, like you said, it's better to have somebody, like if you're spinning, even if it's just somebody say, okay, wait a second, look at me,
Shelf.
just,
Linda, shelf.
or even just sit here and look at
Yes.
me. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
here to support you. Even before we get to soulmatic renewal, right? It's like really amazing. It's been really incredible to have that support system. And so I really do trust in spirit and in myself a lot more than I did when I started. So I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for that.
That makes me so happy. I
Yeah.
really get off on you trusting yourself. When people just like soaring. That's great. We have an amazing question from Kelsey about soulmatic renewal. I'm going to pull it up here so we can see it.
Okay.
In your opinion, what do you think the result of soulmatic renewal would be for my situation/son? Could it work on someone cognitively impaired? My first hit is absolutely yes, but also we might not need it. Because what somatic renewal does is it helps you bypass the brain, which is hooking on to this piece of it to actually protect you from having your feelings, right? So if you're not taught, or you're not taught to use your brain to hijack your experience, then then it can go straight to the body, and it can just be processed and experienced in the moment. Now, I don't know the details, my love, of your
Mhm.
son's cognitive impairment, so I wouldn't want to say unequivocally yay or nay. But my hit is, your son probably already like doesn't need it because he's able to be more fully in his body and in the moment. Um, and it doesn't necessarily have the conditioning that we have to hook in with the story so that we can the ego can keep us out of our feelings. um, I wouldn't quote me on that. I'd want to talk to you more about it and feel into
Yeah.
the energy and like have a connection with your son before I gave you that solid like yes or no answer. But you're his mom and you can feel into that. You're very intuitive. Kelsey is joining our certification program, by the way.
Yay.
She's the first Bhava Babe to sign up.
All right.
So you can just sort of feel into that, Kelsey. And as you go through the program and you learn more about soulmatic renewal, as a mother, you're going to intuitively know how to use this and if it's appropriate to use it with your son. But my feeling is the reason we need soulmatic renewal is because we are conditioned with our mind to hijack our experience because we're afraid of it.
Yeah.
The ego comes in and hijacks it. And that's why we have to put the mind and story aside and come into the body. What do you think, Linda?
Yeah, the hit I'm getting is that it will guide you to better be of service to your son, or to support him, to
Mm-hmm.
and all of those things. That's the hit I'm getting, is that you will find the benefits in yourself that will benefit him in the long
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree. That's really
Yeah.
great. And Kristen came on with a great comment, maybe to help her read and react to her son. So, Kelsey, you and Kristen should connect. You should connect. Kristen is a gorgeous human being just like you, and she is a super mom to many children. And she takes in and has adopted several children with special needs. And I think you two would really get along so well. And Kristen, God, I wish you'd join Bhava. Just saying. Just saying. You're so intuitive and you're so yummy. No pressure. Kelsey says, fear is a huge block for me. Yeah. So
Mm.
here's the thing about fear. Fear is some car alarms going off, I guess, around here. Fear is only real when fear is not real. Wait, back up. Fear only exists outside of this moment. When you're fully present in the moment, you don't have fear. If you think about an emergency situation, right? If somebody drops in front of you, or if your son has an emergency situation, what do? You simply act. You handle it. You take care of business because your intuition and instinct is on track. But when you're out of the moment, when you're in the future or when you're in the past and the what ifs or the what happened, that's when fear comes in and takes over. Fear is literally only a story, but it doesn't exist in the moment. You handle it or you don't, but you're in the moment with it. And we always handle it. I hope that's helpful, my love. Okay. Yeah. Good questions. Good comments. Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? I mean, is there anything else we want to cover about this, or did we just kind of share our hearts out about soulmatic renewal? Anything else you want to say?
Oh, I think I covered everything I was thinking of. Was there other things that you wanted to talk about?
Oh my God. I could talk about this for hours. I could just, oh my God. Yeah. But what I want to say
I'm sure
is
I could too, but
yeah. I mean, Lynda,
I was trying to keep it to a minimum.
Yeah, we're trying to manage time here. Yeah. Well, we have some readings too. Some people have donated. I'm going to go ahead and put the banner up for a donation. If you guys want to donate for a reading, we are doing readings by donation today. PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. All of them are on my screen. Lynda is, what I love about working with you, Lynda, is you're so no BS. Okay. That's the first thing that's really, really cool. And so it meant that the work we did together, not only did you do Bhava, you also joined my Soulmatic Renewal Mastermind, which was a whole shadow work Soulmatic Renewal thing all in and of itself outside of Bhava, right? So you went all the way in with this. And it's fun to do this. It's fun to do with everybody. But what was really great about doing this with you is like we would sit together or we'd be in the group together and you would just go straight to the point. Like you innately don't spend too much time in the story or too much time in your head. You're very interested in like grounding it in and getting to the very center of what's going on. And that is what I just love about you in general is you are no nonsense. You are direct. You are to the point. You are kind. You are love. You just go straight in. And it's like, I always know what's up with Lynda, you know, and you're so like competent and efficient. Those things are just incredibly sexy to me as well. So I just love you. And I love that you have come on and you talked about this and talked about your experience because this is not like soulmatic renewal, the spiritual work that we do in Bhava. It's not all foo-foo and up here. It's grounded. It's practical. It's making a mark on the world. It's doing your work efficiently without a lot of fanfare and moving out with your gifts, revealing your gifts through tearing away what is not you. And we all pile that shit on over our lifetimes. And you've just always been a shining star in that arena because you're just like, in. Okay, next. Cool. Lynda was the first one. So I was starting to think about getting the band back together and I was going to get ready to reach out. Lynda was a few of the Bhava babes did this. Lynda was the first one who was like, hey, Ingrid, what are you doing? I'm thinking about you. We should talk. I don't know why. And I'm like, oh, I know why. So we got on and we talked. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the band back together. And she goes, yes, I knew it.
It was exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because it felt like there was a gap. I mean, I think that the time away was really great because, like you said, we all sort of did our own thing and we sort of integrated the stuff that we had been doing and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of us, our whole lives had totally shifted in that year or so that we were all sort of apart. And then when we got all back together, it was like, oh, I feel like I'm home. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah.
It is. Nice. I felt that too. I was like, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah.
So speaking of Bhava babes, before we get into readings, and if you want a reading, you can donate. I'm going to just put up the website here. It's also a description in the video. Folks, we've got the new Bhava program running, the Bhava Certification Program. Mm-hmm. This is a 12-month program. It's robust. It's beautiful. It's full of love. It's full of fire. It's easy to digest and you get lots and lots of attention. Yes, you do. Yes. You have weekly trainings, weekly practice sessions. We get together and we practice reading on each other, on sitters, on alumni. You know, we've got new fresh meat come in all the time to practice, to really hone your intuition, clear out those blocks, learn about yourself and your energy, master your energy, and then you get one-on-one support as well. Our leadership team, we have a pool of mentors, okay, Bhava babes who feel inspired AF to mentor you one-on-one. So you get one-on-one support as well in this Bhava certification program. At the end of it, you're going to be a certified Bhava Spiritual Mission psychic medium and energy healer. If you want to do continuing education, we have options for that as well. And you get to be a part of this incredible community. Okay. This community is the bomb. It's like the best out there. So you can take my word for it, but I invite you to come to our free event on July 6th, where you're going to get to meet the leadership team. Lynda will probably be there. If she doesn't have something urgent she has to do, she'll be there. And we'll have some other people on there as well. So you get to feel the energy of our community. We'll talk about Bhava. We'll talk about the program. We'll answer your questions and we'll do really fun community stuff. Like we channel for each other all the time. We mastermind for each other all the time. You should see us on our leadership calls. We go in to talk about business and sure, we'll do that. But we're also like, oh my God, I got a hit for you. Oh my God. Da, da, da. I mean, we just the juice. All right. The juice. We want you to experience that and see if this is right for you. If it's right for you, then there's an opening for you. We don't accept everybody because it's got to be a really good fit for all of us, right? But if you feel like you're aligned with me, with Bhava, with Lynda, you like our energy, go to the homepage and RSVP for the free event there. Okay, there will be, it's free. You come, no obligation. Just come hang out and be in our energy and let us love on you. It'll be really fun. Okay, we can do readings now. And if you have any questions about that, you can leave a comment or you can send me a message. That's fine. I will answer all your questions for you. But come to the meeting. Come to the meeting. Okay, who wants a reading? Let me log into our different areas and see what we got for readings today. Slamming doors.
Need some DW-40 over there.
Yeah, right. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 readings. I have Kira, Dennis, Ashley, and Kristen. We're going to start from the bottom up. Beautiful Kira. I don't know if you're on beautiful, but let's see, 46 minutes. I'm just going to tag it here so I can let you know. Almost there. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want a reading, that's how we do it. Let me know. Don't comment if you donate for a reading so I don't miss it. I've done that before. Okay, Kira, show me. So I'm going to kick us off, and then Lynda is going to come in the back end and share what hit she has as well. What does our beautiful Kira need to know? Show me. All right, Kira, my love. All right, Kira, you have done a real recalibrating recently. It doesn't feel quite settled and cemented for you. So I'm so sorry. I was distracted by my child waving at me and then flipping me off.
Oh, nice.
It's just how it is. It's with love. So Kira, you've realigned, you've set your intention. You know that there's a different way for you to go. You're letting go of some things. You're moving towards some things that you really want, but it hasn't quite settled for you yet. So you're feeling a little bit, discombobulated, a little bit of questioning yourself, a little bit of wait, is this right? Spirit is coming in to let you know that it is right. You are moving in the right direction. It feels discombobulating because it's a new energy. It's like a new frequency. And so it feels a little confusing and all over the place, but it's the right energy in the right direction. It's going to take you where you need to go. It's going to take a little time. It's not action time yet because you need to settle more deeply into this energy, into this new energy, into this new intention. But it's the right direction, the right intention. You're absolutely doing it. You're right on. Don't be afraid to let go of the things that are not feeding you, that are not fueling you. If it's a drag, if it's a weight, if it feels heavy, it needs to go now, maybe forever, maybe for a while, but at least needs to go right now so you can move in a direction that feels more light, more fun. Okay, it's fun. All right. Does you have anything to add?
I keep seeing this path going up around this mountain.
Oh, nice.
But it feels like it's a nice little adventure to go up there and around. So just, I guess, enjoy what's going on and just, you're going to get there. You are going to get there.
Mm-hmm. I love that. that visual of the path on the mountain that resonated deeply. Hey, beautiful Ada. Lovely to have you on here. Gorgeous. Okay. Thank you so much, Kira, for your donation and the opportunity to be of service to you. We appreciate you so much. Okay, Dennis. Hello, my man. Let me know you're on if you're still here. What does our beautiful Dennis need to know? Show me, show me. Show me, show me. Oof. Oh, okay. Here's what you got to know, Dennis. Everything is good, working out in your favor. Movement is happening. It's not quite time yet. You need to wait a little bit. Everything that you need is coming towards you, and you're getting ready to move powerfully forward. I just keep getting forward, forward. You're moving forward, but not quite yet. You have the Two of Swords here, which is, just wait for a little bit more information. Literally a couple of days, and you're going to have everything you need to powerfully move forward in this direction that you want to move forward in. I feel a big burning desire in you, and then like a holding back. You know, there's this card that I pulled for you. It's the Chariot card. It's got a horse on it. And I keep feeling like the reins being pulled back and the horse wanting to just barrel forward. Everything is set in place. You have everything you need. Okay. Resource wise and physical wise, you have everything you need. You set the energetic foundation for what it is you want to do moving forward. You just need to give it a little bit of time because there's some pieces of information that you don't have yet. And there is a decision to be made that you don't have all the information yet. So in the meantime, keep yourself busy with self-care, whatever that looks like for you. I feel strongly that getting outside and getting in nature and getting to a quiet place, I feel like I can feel your body's kind of on overdrive, like your heart is going fast and you're just kind of like feeling this frenetic energy. Get to a place where you can find some stillness with the trees and the dirt and just let yourself slow down. It's going to take you a little while to slow down, but you will. You'll slow down. You'll feel yourself come to peace and calm. And then the answers won't come right there, but you'll feel better. And over the next day, hours or a day at most, the information you need, the answers you need will come in order for you to be let loose. The reins are just going to come off entirely and you're going to be able to charge forward in the direction you want to go. And then spirit is coming through. Oh, this is really interesting. I've got a spirit coming through that is telling me something like, oh, you ain't done yet. like you've got some stuff to do. Something like, you've got a next leg of your life is what I'm feeling like. There's a real powerful new beginning that is coming up for you. It's like right around the corner. You can kind of see it, you can see the new beginning. You're not quite there yet, but there's this energy of excitement and energy and zest and drive. Like it's coming, right? So have faith in that and know that you are spiritually supported in this new direction, but it's a not quite yet. Some things are falling into place, like divine timing is catching up with you. Okay. So self-care, find that stillness, go to a park, the forest, find a way to find that stillness and let that frenetic hyper energy melt away. Just let it melt into the earth. All right. What you got, Linda?
Yeah. I kept seeing, lying in the grass, just, being still and lying in the grass or sitting in a park, like you were saying, and as much skin to the ground as possible to try to ground that energy. And that's what I kept getting.
Yeah. Grounding. We like grounding.
Yes,
Folks, if anybody needs a grounding meditation, please send me a message. I will happily give you the Bhava grounding meditation. It is so good. It's the one we did at the beginning of this, this video. Awesome. Thank you for that, Linda. There you go. Beautiful, Dennis. I hope that was helpful for you. So I'm shuffling cards and I got the wire caught in the middle of it. Let's try that again. Okay. Ashley, my love, we got you. If anybody wants a reading by donation, we're doing them tonight. PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And also the Bhava PayPal link is linked in the description of the video. Dennis says, thank you, Ingrid. Right on. You are welcome, Dennis. My pleasure. All right, beautiful Ashley. What's our beautiful Ashley need? Ashley, I feel my crown chakra all a tingle. Ooh, I like that. What we got? Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. You are on the precipice of a new cycle. I see like you on the lip of something. But here's the thing, my love. You have got to let the go. You have got to let go. There's things you've got to let go of. It feels really uncomfortable and scary for you to let go of certain things in your life. I feel like it's relationship related. I feel like it's a people thing. It's hard for you to let go of people. There is a hanging on to, like a grabbing hold of kind of energy to some people in your life that you've got to have the courage to just let them go so that you can truly step into this new phase of your life. You have the World card here, which is an incredible new beginning. It's a powerful ending, an incredible new beginning. But in order to get there, you have to let yourself be uncomfortable in the walking away and letting go of what is not a match for your yummy energy. You have relationships sucking at you and pulling at you. And I feel like it's probably one that's really pulling at you. Feels like a masculine energy to me, but it's really pulling at you and you're just having a hard time letting go. That hard time letting go is a holdover, a carryover from some codependence, okay, some codependent behaviors. But you have outgrown that. It's just a habit at this point. So you just got to make a commitment and let it go. And then walk through the doors as they open. When you energetically let go, you won't really have to do much else. They won't be hard. It'll just fall away, but you're still hanging on. And it's, look, four of pentacles on the bottom. That's the card for, hanging on tight, So do what you can, find support if you need to let go of this relationship. I think it's a relationship, feels like a relationship that is very heavy and dense and just pulling on you. It's just an energy suck. It's just an absolute energy suck. And you will feel so much better when you finally let it go. You will be like, why didn't I do that sooner? But don't worry about that. Just do it now. And you will feel so much better. All right. Anything, Linda?
Yes. I had this image of almost like a snake shedding its skin. I had this image of you shedding a shell of some description. And when you stepped out of it, you grew to like 10 feet tall, full of light. It was actually quite an amazing image to see.
Oh my God. Your visuals are epic, honey. Seriously, you're so clairvoyant. It's so much fun. Sky. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It was amazing.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Kelsey got goosebumps. Nice. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. We have Kristen and we have Sky. Beautiful Sky is on and sent a donation as well. So we'll do Kristen first and then we have Sky. If anybody else wants a donation, the links are in the description of the video, also on the screen there. We got you doing readings by donation. Okay. Beautiful Kristen. One of the yummiest humans on the planet. What does our beautiful Kristen need to know? By the way, thank you, beautiful Ashley. Love you so much. Hey, Anthony. Nice to see you on here, my friend. Hey, Tara. Nice to connect with you. We are doing readings by donation. The links are on the screen. All right. What does our beautiful Kristen need to know? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Show me. Okay. Okay, Kristen, my love. The worries and fears are not as bad as you think they are. They're not. I feel like whenever you come out of your shell, you start feeling anxious and you want to retreat back in. That retreating back in is okay. You're feeling a lot of anxiety and tension, but it's not based on anything real. It's just an experience. It's an energy of experience. What you really require is rest and downtime and solitude if you can get it. You've got to pull way, way, way back. So this anxiety and worry that you're feeling every time you kind of come out into the world a little bit or start to like connect out here, you're like, it's serving you because it's pulling you back into your shell. It's pulling you back into like, no, I just need to be here. I need to be here now. You really need rest and recuperation right now. I feel like, I wonder if you've gotten some bad news recently or something has upset you recently. Something has knocked you off kilter, I feel like. But here's the thing, whatever's knocked you off kilter, it's going to pass. It's weather. You're going to be fine. I see this visual of you like sitting in your kitchen, drinking a cup of tea and worrying about something, or just it's just kind of this thinking on something, spinning on something. And I wonder, I wonder if it has something to do with like your body or something's worrying you. But what I want you to know is like you don't have to be worried. It's uncomfortable. It's going to change some things, but it's ultimately it's going to work out fine. Like you're going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You have a solid foundation, your own energy. You have you have a foundation off of which to build off of, but you're uncomfortable right now. And it's okay for you to be in your shell and kind of retreating and dealing with what you're dealing with. I feel like you just got some difficult news. That's what keeps coming to me is you have some difficult news and you're having to deal with that. It feels like it is, you do have the Tower card here, but it's the only quote negative card that I see. And the Tower card isn't inherently negative. It just means big change. Okay. But it doesn't necessarily mean bad change, and certainly doesn't mean bad change if it's surrounded by all these positive cards. But I see some worry, I see some discomfort, and I see you needing to take some time and process and kind of work through something. You're not meant to be out and doing a whole lot with other people right now. The more time you can get to yourself, the more quickly you'll be able to move through this experience. And you're not used to this, like requiring this. I think you're really been thrown for a loop is what I'm getting. So spirit's coming in and letting you know it's okay to feel how you feel, to go through, to do your process. It's going to be fine. Yes, you're going through a big change, but you're going to be fine. Everything is going to work out fine. You physically are going to be fine. That's what's coming through. You physically are going to be fine. Okay, Lynda, what you got, babe?
I kept getting image of you standing in the middle of your kitchen and being pulled in all directions, whether it be children or a partner or work or something. You were being pulled in all kinds of directions. And I kept just sort of reiterating what Ingrid is saying is to pull back, and everybody will be okay without you.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can take your time to do what you need to do for yourself. That's what I was getting.
Okay. Good. Take that to heart, beautiful Kristen.
Yes.
Love you so much. Okay, beautiful Sky. Sky, are you on? Oh my God. I don't think, Sky wasn't in your group, but Sky's a beautiful.
I do know Sky.
You do know Sky. Yes.
A couple of, I think she was on a couple of
calls. No. This is a he. This is a different Sky.
Oh, Sky. Yeah. Yes. I know Sky.
Yes, we know Sky. Yes. Okay,
yes.
Beautiful Sky. Sky, my darling. What does our beautiful Sky need to know? Show me. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm saying your name, and in my head, I'm starting to chant Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. There was a play of words in my head, Sky Tanya. And I was like, what is that? And I'm hearing Chaitanya. Hey, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. That's a Hindu chant. And it probably, if you plop it into Google, it'll tell you what it is. I know Krishna is the god of love. Shri Krishna is worshiping the god of love. I don't actually know what Chaitanya means. Feels like I did at one point, but I don't anymore. But there's a worship of love, a worship of unconditional. That's your energy, Sky. You are this bright light of unconditional love. Wherever you pop up, that's just what you exude, is this joyful love. There's something real reminiscent in Krishna for you. I would do some Googling and, okay, look, my internet's going down. Every time I channel Krishna, my technology blows up. I've only done it once or twice, but that energy is coming in. And it's messing with my internet. It's messing with my tech. It always does. All right. What else? What does our beautiful Sky need to know? I'll send you a message later, Sky, with the Chaitanya. Okay. Let's see. My beautiful Sky. Okay. So Sky, right now, this minute, you've got some challenges. You got some confusion. You got a lot of burdens on you. You're not sure if this is where you want to be, if you've made good decisions, if like there's just a lot of questioning going on is what I'm getting. But you need to trust in your vision. Okay. You have a vision, you know where you're headed and where you want to get to. And sometimes on our path, there are going to be times where it kind of sucks because sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do to get to where we want to go. And that's what I'm getting for you. You pull on your incredible, endless resources of love. The Father of Cups here. unconditional love, incredible emotional maturity, and pull on your resources of efficiency, accountability, effectiveness. That's the word I'm looking for. You're very effective when you want to be, when you're focused. Right now doesn't feel great. Right now you're like, I don't know if I'm making the right decision, but that's what trips people up is in the now. It's uncomfortable and doesn't feel yummy. And they lose sight. People lose sight of the goal. They lose sight of where they're headed. And so they give up thinking that they must have gotten themselves on the wrong path. You didn't get yourself on the wrong path. You just are in an uncomfortable part of your path. It's like when you're walking on a trail, you're going on a hike and you're having a great time. And then you get to a part of the hike that's like, oh, this sucks. It's rocky. I got to climb up. It's steep. I don't like this. Instead of giving up on the steep hill, you go, okay, it's only that far. And then I'm at the crest and then I can see the rest of the way, or I've reached my destination. We don't give up and just go back down the hill because that's what's easier. Then what happens is you'll have to start all over again. You just have to do it again. So that's what I'm getting for you is don't give up now. It's a sticky place. It's not comfortable, but stay the course, hold the vision, pull on your incredible reserves of love and effectiveness, stay in the moment and treat everybody around you with kindness and love and compassion, even if they are driving you batty. Okay? That's the emotional maturity that you bring, the ability to treat everyone with grace and love. So do that and you're going to get through this and it'll be fine. It won't take nearly as long as you think it will. All right, Lynda, what you got?
There was a television show that was here in Canada. I don't know if anybody else, I don't think it went into the US, but it was about this doctor who took this girl through episodes through her life. And there was a scene in one of them where she had to walk down this hallway full of doors. And that's what I keep seeing is him walking down this hallway full of doors. And in the end, it turned out it didn't matter which door she chose. So I get this feeling. So that's why I'm explaining, because I feel like you are on the right path, even though you may feel you're not, and you're hesitating because you think, well, maybe I need to make a different decision. Just keep going and trust that you're on the right path.
Yeah, you are, babe. You're doing
Yeah.
so much better than you think you are. Thank you, beautiful Sky. All right, we have Anthony doing a reading for Anthony. And then if anybody else wants a reading, you want to leave a donation now. If not, we're going to wrap it up after Anthony. What does our beautiful Anthony need? So me and Anthony go all the way back to the beginning. Me and Anthony were muggles together. We worked together, and now we are not muggles together. Like now we are both totally full-time on our spiritual path doing spiritual work. And we used to work this job and we would just like feel it was at that time, those times in your life when you're like, you're starting to feel really frustrated and you don't know why, but a change is coming, but you don't know the change is coming. But you're feeling frustrated. Like you don't want to do what you're doing, but you don't know what to do next. I think we were both in that place at that time. And so we would just like throw up our hands and get up and go for a walk around the building and stuff. And we would just talk and we would just have like these spiritual talks. And now Anthony is, fulfilling his beautiful role as healer and guide and shaman and intuitive.
Amazing.
I'm over here doing the Bhava thing with my beautiful Lynda and everybody. And so we've had parallel lives and it's been really magical. All right. Amazing. What is our beautiful Anthony? Well, first of all, Anthony, I feel my crown chakra just all a tingle. What does our beautiful Anthony need to? Yes. Oh, okay. You've had a lull. You were on fire. You were going. You were tearing forward, and then you just boom, 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 boom. You hit a plateau. It is completely okay. The plateau is frustrating, but we have to trust the plateau, because the plateau, like I was just saying, it's like there's that frustration before the shift comes. The shift, you're about to move forward again really powerfully, and it's not going to be that comfortable for you. You're moving into a new kind of energy, a new kind of frequency. I feel like a new kind of work. No, it's not new work. It's a new way of bringing yourself into your work. Ooh, feels really good, but it's going to be a little uncomfortable. Right now, however, you're frustrated because you've been in a plateau. There's not been a whole lot happening. This is a time right this minute to evaluate what you need to let go of, what you need to walk away from. Okay. Your energy is expanding and shifting. And so you are outgrowing people in your life. It's hard when we outgrow people. The mind wants to come in and try and justify it, right? Well, why is that person a problem? But energy is not a value judgment, my love. It's just, I've just outgrown that person. You're growing, you're expanding into a new version of you. I've seen it in your photographs that you posted. It's like, oh, your aura is just expanding. You're just leveling up, for lack of a better word. If you work with me, you know I don't love the language of hierarchy, but you are really expanding into a new energy. And very soon it's going to move forward powerfully, potently. You are going to move forward. And I feel my heart opening, and I feel my power center opening. It feels like absolute exhilaration and joy and excitement for what you're doing. It feels like a zest, zest for life, zest for your work. It feels really good. Oh, he says, I lost all my contacts from the time I came to Sedona. Time to move forward. Wow, there you go. Can't make this up, can you? New beginnings indeed. Yeah. So you're still a little bit in the in-between space. Okay. But your feet will hit the ground and you will know it's time to run. And you just have to give it a little bit of time. Okay. But you got this. This is powerful. Ooh, yummy. Anthony, thank you so much. Thank you for your donation and for the opportunity to be of service. Really just so appreciate you, my friend. And injured my right foot. Yeah. Slowing you down. The universe is like, stop. Just stop.
You're not going to need your right foot.
Apparently you don't need your right foot.
So what I saw was him standing on the edge of a cliff. And when he was ready, he was going to jump off and literally fly.
Why?
Yeah. Yes. I saw that, like this, and almost he's transforming as well.
Yes.
I could see the transformation into something with wings, and it's quite beautiful.
It is beautiful.
All right, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. Get it. Yes. Woohoo. So good. Feeling so good. All right. It looks like we have reached the end of our readings, which is almost kind of sad. I was having a freaking great time with you, Linda. That was really fun. It's pretty juicy to do this together. Like,
yeah,
we ramp up. If anybody else wants a reading, speak now or forever hold your peace. Not forever, just till next week.
Just till next week.
Just till next week. So, Linda, I want you to come on again.
Oh, okay.
I want you to be on like a lot because I think you're fucking fire and you're really grounding.
That's the real reason.
No.
I'm only teasing you. It's fine.
And that was really fun to do readings with you. And I know it's like you work with people. It's like I got to see you in kind of a new light and feel your energy and see your gifts in a new light. And it's pretty fun to use these. Isn't it a different experience to use your psychic and intuitive gifts like out like this? Like instead of focused and pointed, it's like it goes out, casts a wide net. Hey, beautiful Crystal. Nice to see you on here, sweetheart. Sky. Wow. Thank you both so much. Much love. Ooh, you're welcome, beautiful Sky. Oh, hey, beautiful Sarah. Sarah Sunshine, a little bit late, but that's okay. Listen, if you're just joining, if you caught the tail end, be sure to go and catch the beginning. We have a great discussion about soulmatic renewal, Bhava, shadow work, all the yummy, yummy stuff. Absolutely. And, shadow work does not have to mean that, how do I put this? I think a lot of times when we hear about shadow work, like the immediate thought is, oh my God.
It's hard work.
It's hard work.
To face all this stuff that I don't want to face.
And, and I spent years of my life in it,
and I'm gonna get stuck. And
and it becomes like a whole identity. And sometimes shadow work does become an identity for people, but not the way we do it.
No,
we don't do the identity piece. We go in and we go, okay, let's feel it and clear it. And everybody in this community is committed to you. Living your best life, being happy, man, living the life that makes you happy, which looks really different, unique for everybody. And I don't know if I would exactly say that Bhava is a shortcut, but it's really, really, really supportive. And what I have seen is the people who go through this program, their life just skyrockets really quickly if they show up and do the work. And the work is like not as hard as you think it is. Like not, it's really fun.
No, what I loved about it is that everything is in bite-sized pieces. And I thought, like, I took a mediumship class was my first exposure, and I was like, how am I going to do a reading for mediumship? Oh my God. And then, but we didn't even start there. We started elsewhere and just slowly moved through all of the steps to get so that by the second to third class, last class, we were doing readings for our fellow classmates, and I actually got something. It was like
we all did, I think.
crap.
Everybody did. Yeah.
Yeah, we all did. And it was, but it was just like, wow, I didn't think it would be that easy.
Yeah.
So I find that the way the material is presented, it's so easy to digest and so easy to implement.
Yeah, that is so cool. It's such great feedback too.
Yeah,
I mean, I am very good at teaching people how to tap into their intuitive gifts. Like what your intuitive gifts are, I will help you find it and I will help you trust it. And that's probably my strongest spiritual gift, I would say. I was thinking back over those classes that I used to do, like the 4 classes. I'm like, you can do mediumship in 4 classes, 4 hours. I got you there. And people are like, whatever. But then they would join and then they'd be like, oh my God, I did it. Yeah. I cannot recall a student who hasn't been able to connect. Maybe not the way they thought they would. Yeah. But, we can get there. One student I had a really, really hard time in a class, but then she came back a few years later, joined a class and rocked it. So we got there. But yeah, so if you want to learn how to tap into your intuition, if you want to learn to trust yourself, to speak directly to source, divine spirit, and get that inner guidance for yourself consistently, every day, all day, for everything. Nothing is off limits. Come check out Bhava. We have a free meeting, free event on July 6th. I keep forgetting the date. July 6th. July 6th. Thank you. On July 6th. Come meet the leadership, enjoy some Bhava community, get your questions answered, learn a little bit more about the program. And we do really cool shit like channeling. Maybe we'll do some healing. I don't know. We're going to let spirit guide us, but it's going to be very, very cool because we're not boring. No. We want to have some fun. Yeah. And folks, if you have gotten a lot out of this broadcast, and please share it out, friends, family, whoever you think would benefit from this broadcast. Thank you for your interaction, for your comments. Thank you for showing up and donating for a reading and allowing us to be of service to you. That was just beyond fun. And come back next week. Okay. Stay connected to me, to the Bhava Spiritual Mission page. And go back. Yeah, Sarah, you came on late. That's totally okay. I know it's a weird time for you, but you go watch the replay, listen to the conversation, leave your questions. We'll come back and answer them if we're not on the live. That's cool. And if you have any questions, let us know. We're here. Yeah. We love you so much. Lynda, you're such a babe. You're a Bhava babe. Lynda Mullen, everybody. She is one of our dynamic Bhava leaders. She is showing up, like her role is becoming very apparent as like a grounded mama kind of energy, but like in a like handle shit kind of a way. Like she's just a handle it person. Oh my God, it's so great. And she'll be working with students as well who come through the Bhava Spiritual Mission. She hasn't decided in what capacity yet. So I'm just waiting for her to tell me. And then I'm gonna put that all on you. We'll talk later. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
It'll appear. It'll
appear. It'll just get really obvious. And that's how we live our lives. How we live our lives is in the moment, trusting spirit to reveal the step for us in the moment that we need it. We stop worrying about the future. We stop tripping on the past. We stop letting all the bullshit get in the way. We just allow ourselves to be and let God guide us. And it's a really cool way to live. We call it living in partnership with spirit. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Me and Turner are going to go to downtown Nashville and see on a Saturday night and see what that madhouse is all about. Wish us luck.
Folks. Oh, good luck. That'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. So any last words, Lynda?
No.
I
think you said it all. It's
all right.
Yeah.
She's got it. She's efficient. Thank you all so much, everybody. We love you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.